Hi Cancer, welcome to February 2017. February is an interesting time. We have the new eclipses starting in Leo and Aquarius. The Aquarius ones will start in August. We have the final eclipse in Pisces, your sister sign, on February 25th. The first eclipse is a Leo full moon lunar eclipse on February 10th. Your ruling planet is the moon. So full moons, new moons, eclipses, they impact you greatly, and you feel their energy intensely. Now, with the Leo, it is about following your heart's desire, following your passion, following your bliss, following what inspires you. And it is bringing the focus to that area of your self-esteem, self-worth, self-appreciation, your talents, your gifts, your abilities, your earning ability, your money, anything you love and value, anything you put the word my in front of, my home, my work, my life, my children, my dog, etc. And so this is a wonderful full moon in that it is in positive energy flow with Uranus in the area of your destiny in the world, your work, your profession. And for those of you retired, it is your unique individual contribution to society. For those of you that are stay-at-home moms or dads, or you have a trust fund, you don't have to work. Lucky you. It is this area where the Aries rules is your area of how you present yourself in the world as a unique individual, right? We never say to someone when we meet them, who are you? What do you love? We always define people by what they do. And that is so limiting because we put people in boxes. Well, you're an accountant. Oh, you're an astrologer. And we're not tapping into our creativity. We're not tapping into the who of the person, the what of the person. And so you have a lot of energy there. Venus enters this area, enters Aries on February 3rd. Mars, the planet of action, passion, desire, he's already there. And of course, Uranus has been there since 2010 in the sign of Aries. And so there's a lot of firepower going on up there. And what's cool is it's in positive energy flow with Saturn and Sagittarius in the area of your work habits, your health habits, your psychological diet, how you feed yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. And it's in positive energy flow with the moon in Leo and Uranus in Aries. So this is a time where you could be having brilliant breakthroughs in your work or some new project that you're very passionate about, and it's bringing you recognition, or it will bring you recognition. So it will bring you opportunity to grow in the world, your presence in the world, through this passion that you're following. So the key message for you here this month is to follow your heart's, one of the key messages is to follow your heart's desire. And with Jupiter in that area of where you live, your home, it is about you creating space for you, creating the space for you to blossom and grow and flourish. For some of you, it can mean moving to a new home. It can mean upgrading your home. The nice thing about Jupiter here is if you are dealing with your home or real estate, it can bring you great prosperity for your property, or you move into a property that you really love, that you just love the house, you love the home, you love the space. And so for those of you, thinking of moving, this is a good time to move with Jupiter in this area of your life. You really do well. Like you get a great property at a great price, and you just feel like, I got the deal. I got a really good deal, and it's beneficial. So if you're working on a new home with Jupiter, it brings you good luck and fortune. And it's interesting because, the Jupiter and the Uranus are still going on, and they go exact March 3rd. And, this is sudden opportunity, sudden luck, sudden breakthrough. And it can be in the area of your career, what you're doing in the world. It can be in the area of your home-based business. So for those of you that are working from your home, this can be like you get some really good clients or customers, and you're just like, wow, these people are so wonderful to work with, and generous and fun and exciting, and I'm just really tapping into my own resources here too. Like I'm going by my talent, I'm going by my skill, and I'm just attracting great clients, great customers, great patients to me, and I am just loving on this energy. Now, one of the things you do need to watch out for is if other people are pushing their agendas onto you. One of the challenges with Cancer is that people can see you as their mother, and people can see you as their mother. They can project onto you the mother energy, and they can want for you to take care of them and help them. And so you want to make sure that other people aren't pushing their agendas onto you and distracting you from what you need to be doing or overwhelming you, because this Aquarian energy is opposing. Full moons are always oppositions, and so with the Sun in Aquarius opposing the Moon in Leo, for some of you, you may find that people are trying to run over your boundaries or push at you and push their agenda on you, and it can be overwhelming. And so, yes, we want to be helpful to people and kind. However, you want to know, your boundaries, like what's my responsibility, what's your responsibility? What do I need to take care of? What do you need to be responsible for? So there is some of that strangeness going on there, where other people can be, trying to get you to work for them and do things for them, and they're not paying you. They're not honoring you. They're not respecting you or your boundaries, and yet they want your time, they want your energy, they want, different things from you. And it's like, hey, wait a minute. I have my own work to do. I have my own responsibilities to take care of. You need to do that for yourself. You need to take care of, whatever it is. And so be aware of that. If, other folks are trying to get you to carry their load or part of their load, when it really is something that they need to be doing for themselves, and not getting you to do the work for them or mother them or father them, or, be in a role with them that's not appropriate, right? It can be that too, right? Is that they want you to father them or mother them. And it's like, wait a minute, you need to wash your own car, or you need to, walk your own dog, I have my own work to do. I have my own focus to do. And you do, you really want to be taking advantage of this Uranian energy and Saturn and Jupiter at the full moon and all of this month and all of this year, to really focus on your talent, your gifts, and how you can harness them to move up in what you're doing, to move up in your work, to move up in your destiny, to move up in life, get to the next level. And you don't want to be distracted by other people. Yes, it's good to be compassionate and have empathy. However, you want to make sure those boundaries are there so that others aren't trying to get you to do something for them that they really need to be doing for themselves. There's a lot of positive energy in here for you this month. The Sun enters your sister sign Pisces on the 18th, and that is really interesting too. You know, full moons and new moons, full moons, you know, often mean completions. They bring things to a head. They bring things to conclusion. Yet this is the first full moon in this series of Leo and Aquarius. The Pisces eclipse, the Pisces new moon eclipse, that is, new moons are new beginnings. Yet this is the last new moon in Pisces. This is the last new moon in Pisces, and Pisces is the last sign, which means completions. So Pisces rules the 12th house of finishing things up. And so isn't this interesting? So we've got this full moon, but you could be experiencing new beginnings there. Like you could be experiencing this creative surge of energy in your life and what you're doing, new ideas, new epiphanies, just, you know, coming in, being downloaded to you. And then with the Pisces new moon eclipse, it's the last eclipse in this series for 19 years, and that's opening doorways for you, but you could also be finishing something. So for some of you, you could be getting published, like your book is finally ready and you're publishing it, or your website is ready and you're publishing it, or something you've been working on for quite a long time, you're now ready to take abroad, travel the world. And it's really fascinating what's happening here with this Pisces eclipse. There's 7 points in Pisces at the time of the eclipse. Mercury moves into Pisces on the 25th. Mercury moving into Aquarius on the 7th. So Mercury is flying forward. So this is a busy month that's on the move. Jupiter does retrograde on February 5th through June 9th. But Mercury is flying forward. And Saturn is direct, Uranus is direct, Pluto is direct, Neptune is direct. So there is a lot of direct movement among the planets, which is a good sign for starting new things. And this Pisces is activating the area of your life that has to do with higher consciousness, spirituality, cosmic downloads from your higher self, where you can be receiving all kinds of insight and ideas and new information and things you haven't thought about before. All of a sudden, you're dialing into it and it's coming in for you. And you have Mercury and Pisces at the time of the eclipse. Sun and the moon are coupled together in Pisces. South Node, Pisces. Neptune in Pisces. Pallas Athena, the asteroid, goddess of wisdom and truth, Pisces. Chiron, the asteroid, the wounded healer, Pisces. Pisces is your sister sign. It pours positive energy into any planets you have in Cancer. So this is a strong time for you. And once you navigate that Leo eclipse and other people trying to get you to do their grocery shopping, or whatever they're trying to get you to do, you're going to be feeling really strong in this Piscean energy where you are navigating. And it's good because this is an energy where, with Pisces, it's all about the collective. It's about, we're all drops in the ocean. We're all stars in the sky. And we're all part of the greater whole. And so, at times we can feel lost in this energy, right? Lost at sea. And, not sure where anything's going. Because there's no, it's like this water energy can take away the signposts, right? You're on this street. No, you're not. There's no street signs, And that's where you go on faith. You go on the inner guidance. You use your inner guidance. I know I'm on the right street. I know I'm going down the right highway. And for you, you're in a strong position here because it is in harmony with your planets in Cancer. And it's all about expanding your consciousness. It's expanding you into the world, your presence into the world. So for some of you, you may be thinking of doing workshops abroad or going to school abroad or teaching or learning or communicating your ideas and you're taking them far and wide here in February going into March. Trust your intuitive hunches. Trust your gut instinct. Trust your instincts. Even Aquarius is a very intuitive sign. And so is Pisces. Pisces is also psychic. And so you're going to be, clairvoyant, clairaudient. You can be knowing things. And you may not know how you know it, but you just know it. And, you want to trust that. Now, the shadow side of the Pisces is where we can go into escapism, right? We can drink too much, or we can party too much. Or we can be in defeatism, where we're just doing that negative self-talk. And that's why you really want to work on your self-esteem in the Leo full moon time period, where you're doing the, the strong self-image, the strong self-esteem, the strong positive self-talk. You do need a healthy ego to be successful in this world, because there's always so much coming at us. And so we have to know who we are and love who we are. Imperfections and all, your perfection is in your imperfection. So it's not about being perfect, but you do need a healthy ego. You do need to believe in yourself. And especially when we get into the water of Pisces, because you can be like a ship at sea, not knowing where anything's going. And if you don't know who you are and love who you are, how are you going to navigate stormy waters? Because even the Pisces moon is in very good shape in itself, although it is coupled with Neptune, which can, really be lost in fantasy, tripping with the light fantastic, right? And, caught up in idealism, right? Believing in institutions or people, like Donald Trump is going to save us, right? Maybe he is. But I wouldn't count on it. Like I wouldn't, think that there's one savior. We're all here to be that Christ consciousness. We are all here to play that role of contributor and conduit. And so I don't see it as one individual. I see it as a grassroots movement where we come together. And that's Aquarius, right? So Pisces is about learning, the age of Pisces is about learning compassion. Compassion for self, compassion for others. Aquarius is where we work together as a team. We come together in groups. And that's where real change is enacted, is we come together, grassroots up, and we make the changes. And so, yes, we need great leaders. We need leaders that are in their integrity, lined up with their higher self, and making decisions that's for the people and for the highest good of the people, and not just the few. And so we want to make sure that we're using this energy to be creative and tap into that spiritual power. Tap into your imagination. It will be super strong here in February, especially as you get into this new moon. And this is a wonderful time to set your intention for what you want to create here in 2017 with this Pisces new moon. And it could launch you so far into the future and really expand you out into the world with whatever you're doing. You could find yourself traveling, meeting new people, teaching what you know, using the internet, using YouTube, social media to promote your talent, your skills, your abilities, whatever it is that you're cooking up. You can take it far and wide this year and next year. And that's exciting. So it is about you tapping into your true worth, your talent, focusing on that talent, harnessing that talent, and then taking it far and wide. And how do you know what your talent is? Follow your heart's desire. Follow your passion. What is your point of brilliance? What are you really good at? What do you like to do? What inspires you? And it's interesting at the Pisces eclipse. Like, I can just see the storms that can be happening because we're going to have all this water energy, right? And the water, you know, Neptune rules the oceans. Neptune is god of the seas. And Mars is coupled with Uranus and being opposed by Jupiter. And that goes exact at the time of the new moon eclipse. And it's opposing Jupiter on the 27th. So we could find, you know, at the 26th, the 27th, you know, that there's big hurricanes going on in the southern hemisphere where it's summer for them. Or for those of us in the northern hemisphere, we could, you know, especially us on the East Coast here, we could get a real powerful nor'easter. That's where the weather comes up from the south and the north at the same time, and they collide right off the coast or right on New England. And so, whoo, should be interesting to see stormy weather here in February. I mean, that can happen anytime. And boy, the West Coast has been getting a lot of weather. I love the Weather Channel. I love watching weather. It's just interesting to me. And, you know, like Washington and Oregon and even California has been getting a lot of well-needed rain. Now, Washington hasn't needed it so much, but California has really needed this rain. So it's good that they're getting so much rain. And I would forecast here is, and you know, astrologers are like weather people because we're forecasting the energy, right? And so it is kind of like a energetic weather report. But we will be seeing a lot of precipitation here in Pisces because there's so many planets in the water sign, and the god of the oceans is powerful and direct and right on the new moon. And so it will really be precipitating tremendous water. And with the Mars-Uranus, that can be, you know, sudden storm, or a storm that just comes in and, you know, creates a tremendous amount of punch with it, impact. Now, for you, that's happening in your destiny in the world, your work in the world, your profession in the world. And so you may find that, you know, there's something that you need to, again, put your foot down with and ask for more. Maybe you need to set boundaries with some clients or your boss even, right? Where you need to, you know, ask for more in what you're doing there. And that's, like I said, right at that new moon on the 27th, you know, that's a very powerful aspect. Is, of course, Mars is going to square Pluto on the 22nd, and that could be a day of conflict with others, and it could be, you know, at work. I'm seeing it more in your work life rather than personal life, although it could come through, you know, your partner or a colleague with the Pluto energy, with the Mars-Uranus on the 26th. That could be at work too. So it's really important that you're not letting other people act as if they're more important than you, or that what they need is more important than what you need, because they're going to try to run over your boundaries on the 22nd and the 26th. And of course, Jupiter's fueling it because he's exactly opposing Mars on the 27th. And so this is where you're going to say, enough's enough. I want more money. I want more days off. I want more time for whatever. You know, this is appropriate for you to be asking for what it is you need, and ask for more. Ask for more time. Ask for more money. You know, if you own your own business, raise your rates. If you are working for someone else, ask for a raise, right? Ask for a bigger office, right? It's going to be unique for each one of you because everyone's on their own life path, have their own destiny to follow. However, you're going to find that it's very important that you would be assertive in what you need. Be assertive and ask for what you need, and don't get in a power struggle with it. Just simply state, this is what I need, this is what I want, and then let it go, right? Is don't get into, because it can get intense here, with this Martian energy. Mars can be very aggressive, but it really is about you asserting you, right? So you want to make sure that you're not allowing others to assert their will over yours, or their agenda onto you. If it's not appropriate for you and it's not right for you, own your power, own your rights. Sometimes we have to fight for what's ours. Sometimes we have to fight and stand up for ourselves. Sometimes it's better to just walk away. Like each one will have to measure where the energy's going, what you're getting out of it, and what's right for you. Don't let others tell you what's right for you. That is you. You are the king and queen of your universe. Everyone is royalty. Everyone is a star in the sky. And you are the ruler of what you love and value. And you have Leo on that area of income. And so you're here to make a lot of money, to be big, be successful at what you do, feel good about what you do, and feel that sense of self-worth, and feel accomplished at what you do, accomplished at your work or contribution to society. And so make sure you're asserting what you need on the job, at the job, in your profession, and make your own rules, right? Make your own rules. This is what works for me. This doesn't work for me. And if something's not working for you, you don't need to adjust to it. You need to recognize this isn't working for me. And maybe there's an imbalance in a relationship. If you're not receiving from the relationship and you're doing all the work, and that can be a client, it can be a customer, it can be a partner, it can be, whoever, is you want to think about that imbalance and, what you can do to make sure that you're getting your needs met and what is right for you. Because the Pisces, we can get into that victim energy, and that will not serve, where we can just, woe is me, won't get you where you want to go. Is just, focus on where you want to go, and what is working for you, what is right for you, what do you need, what do you want, and settle for more. So for those of you open for love, I'm not seeing a big energy in here around that. Like, I'm not seeing, oh, this is a month of love. Although love can happen anytime, any place, anywhere. I'm seeing a really big energy on you tapping into your heart's desire, your talent, your ability. I'm also seeing a really big energy in the area of long distance travel, higher education, higher learning, publishing, podcasting, broadcasting, using social media to promote your work, to promote what you do. I'm also seeing a big focus in the area of what you do. And you could move up this month in what you do, right? It's the squeaky wheel that gets the oil. And so if you are, stating the facts, this is why I deserve more money, this is why I deserve this promotion, this is why I deserve this large office, and you back it up with fact, 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 and here's why, then that is the convincing argument. That's the convincing argument of why you deserve this promotion, or why you deserve this larger office, or why you deserve to be appreciated and recognized for what you're contributing. Big focus there. And this is important. For those of you that own your own business, this is a time of growth for you. This is the time of expansion for you. This is a time where you could see greater income for you. And that Leo full moon could be bringing you greater income through the work that you do, through your talents, through your gifts, and your presence in the world. So it's as if you're moving up here in what you're doing, and it comes down to creating the space for you. By creating the space for you and what you need and honing in on those talents. You know, it's like the Eight of Coins in the Tarot, where the skilled master is in there, you know, working on his skill, working on her talent, and really focused on that talent. And then you bring it out to the world, right? Because the Piscean energy is giving you this new start in travel and publishing and education and, of course, expansion of consciousness and spiritual growth and you're moving up spiritually, right? But then as that energy moves into Aries, it's all about what you're doing in the world. And so it's just climbing to the top right now. The planets are climbing to the top with you, Cancer. And so you're moving up in whatever you're doing. And that's why you want to make sure that you're asking for more in what you need and focusing on that, focusing on moving up, because you're moving up over these next couple of months. It's very exciting for you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my videos. Cancer, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. So until next time, set those boundaries and follow your heart's desire.